Hi, my name is Karleigh and this is my student Danica. Danica is a year 3 student and today we'll be discussing why a cloud is a non-living thing. So Danica, first of all, when I say the word characteristics, so before I ask you any questions about clouds and living things, what do you think when I say characteristics?
Features or qualities.
Features or qualities. So whenever I say characteristics of something, that's what you'll be thinking of, the feature and the quality of something, just so you're aware. Okay, so what is the characteristic, so feature or quality, of a living thing? So what's a feature of a living thing?
It needs food and water to survive.
Food and water to survive. Great. So can you give me an example of a living thing?
An animal.
Yeah, great. That's great. That's right. Yes, an animal is a living thing. Means food and water to survive. Means lots of other things as well. What about the characteristics, features or qualities of a non-living thing?
Nothing. It does nothing.
Does nothing at all. Just sits there. Doesn't need anything. Great. What about, now, in year 3, you guys learn about things that used to be living and now are not. So was once living is what we'll call it, okay? So that means like a tree or a plant, got out, cut it down, done whatever to it, and now it's actually turned into something that's non-living. So an example would be going outside, tree, turning it into wood, turning it into the legs on the chairs, legs on the tables, everything. So everything made out of wood. So that's the example of was once living. So do you understand? Yeah. Have any questions about that? No? Great. Okay, so before we get into the whole why is the cloud a non-living thing, I want to go through with you just some examples of living things, non-living things, and once living things, just so you understand. So that way, when we do ask that question, you have a better understanding of why a cloud is not a living thing. Okay, so is that all right with you? Yeah. Great. Can you tell me what this is?
A plant.
A plant. Is this plant living, non-living, or once living?
Living.
Living, okay. Why is it living?
Because it needs food and water to survive.
Needs food and water to survive. So the food and water goes into the soil, the roots of the plant suck it up, and that's what makes it look all lovely and beautiful. If they didn't have that, it'd die. The leaves would go brown, then fall off, it'd look terrible. All right. What about these little ones? What are these?
Rocks.
Rocks. Correct, they are rocks. What are they? Living, non-living, or once living?
Non-living.
Non-living. Why is it non-living?
Because they don't do anything.
Because they don't do anything. They just sit there. They don't need anything to survive. Excellent. This one could be a little bit tricky. It's our little laugh sign from our room. What's it made out of?
Wood.
Wood. Is it living, non-living, or once living?
Once living.
Once living. Okay. Why?
Because wood's made from trees.
Exactly like I said. Wood's made out of trees. They cut the tree down, bring it in, put it through the processor, come out, turn it into this little sign. That sign is non-living. However, the wood was once living in the tree. So it is a once living thing. That's right, you are correct. Okay. So here I've got a piece of paper. And I'm going to write down up the top, living. Okay, living. Non-living. Non-living. And then once living. Okay, so can you give me some characteristics of living?
Food.
Food, needs food.
Water.
Water. Yeah, anything else?
Moves.
Moves, that's right. Anything else?
Breathes.
Breathes. All right, that's some excellent ones there. What about non-living? Can you give me some examples of a non-living thing?
It doesn't
Characteristics? Yep, doesn't do anything. Does not do anything. And once living. Characteristics of once living.
Used to be living.
Used to be living. Correct. Used to be alive. Now it's not. So these are all your little ones here. Little line there. This is what you said. Okay, so I want you to keep that. Okay, I'll give you this. And you're going to tick off what you said. And then you can add to it if you feel like it. So this is what the characteristics of a living, non-living are. Okay? So it drinks and nutrition. Okay, so they're kind of the same thing. So they need food and water to survive. If they don't, they die. Okay? However, a non-living thing, see how it says, does none of that of a living thing? So it does nothing of that. So it doesn't need drinks, doesn't need nutrition. So a living thing needs to respire, so it needs to breathe. And you have said breathe, haven't you? Yeah, so you got that right. So it breathes, so you get a ticket, excellent job. However, a non-living thing, it doesn't need to breathe. It doesn't breathe, does it? Like a rock doesn't breathe. Reproduces. So you did not say reproduce, so do you want to write that down for me quickly? Reproduce, so it has babies. So a plant is able to have babies. Human beings are able to have babies. So the plant will drop seeds, parents, obviously how they do it. And animals reproduce as well. Grow, so it grows, so it becomes bigger. So a plant becomes bigger, human beings, because we're living things, because we need all that, becomes bigger. Animals, good job for writing it down. Senses, so it's able to sense things, so a plant is able to sense things. Great job. And moves, which you wrote down, which I wrote down, which you said moves. So it's able to move on its own. So a plant is able to move on its own. You and I are able to move on our own. Animals are able to move on our own. Okay, non-living thing will do none of that. Does none of that, does it? Rock does nothing of that. All right, so going back to our question, is a cloud a living thing? After everything you've read today, do you understand why a cloud is not a living thing? Yeah, so a cloud doesn't need nutrition, it doesn't need food and water. A cloud doesn't breathe. A cloud doesn't reproduce, does it?
No.
Doesn't reproduce. Cloud doesn't grow. A cloud doesn't sense things, and it doesn't move. It does move, like it moves across the sky as you see. But that's actually because the wind is just blowing it.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be where you'd be confused if you said it does move. It doesn't move, the wind sort of blows it. Okay?
Yep.
So, it does move, but the wind blows it. Okay, so that concludes our discussion. Do you have any questions? No, you understand why a cloud is not a living thing after everything you've seen today?
Yep.
Yep, awesome, great. Thank you very much, Danica.